Krishna or the Buddha are the way. Still some believe it's right to say in the name of Jesus when you pray. We are a humankind of 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and it all comes down to one. Some say God's a him, still many believe that he is a her. Does God live in our hearts, or is she somewhere out there in the universe? We are a humankind of 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and it all comes down to one. How far will we have to go before we learn the lesson? Gandhi was a Hindu, Martin Luther King a Christian. Regardless of religion, they knew love was the mission, and it all comes down to one. There's no God at all, or a pantheon of gods up in the sky. We can heal our broken heart if we give up the desire to be right. We are a humankind of 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and we all want the same things: health, love, prosperity, and peace. Tolerance is the seed, and the gift of your acceptance is the tree. We are a humankind of 7 billion. So many different races and religions, and it all comes down to one. Whether you are red, brown, yellow, black or white, a man with a husband or a woman with a wife, we can debate until the end of time who's wrong and who is right, but we can see ourselves as one. 'Cause it all comes down to love.
Purpose statement. Our purpose is to create a spiritual community that recognizes that there is one presence and one power in the universe, God. Daily, we actively practice this spiritual truth. We open our heart space to each person to acknowledge one another as expressions of God. It is in each other that we see God.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to today's Open Heart Spiritual Center virtual service. I'm so glad that you're joining us today. And if you're new joining us, welcome. And if you're joining us for a second time or third or ever how many, welcome home and welcome back. We're so grateful that you're here to join us. I want to start off today with just taking a couple of breaths in and centering ourselves and becoming present in this moment right here and right now. So join me in taking a breath in and breathing in what it is that you want, and breathing out what it is that you don't want. Breathing in what you want, and letting it out of what's not serving you now. And once again, breathing in what it is that you really do want. And releasing this breath, releasing all, letting it go, and doing what I call free fall and surrender. And I want to just start start today with something that John put on Facebook that I really loved, and it touched my heart. It's new year, new beginning, new focus, new start, and new results. That's right. This is a new year, and we have a new day, and we have the opportunity and choice for a new day, a new moment, whenever we choose it. So if things aren't going well or the way you want it, turn it around, take a breath in, and choose to give yourself a little bit of grace and ease, and be easy with yourself, and choose again. And I am so grateful. Join me now as we turn within, knowing that this day is the perfect day. It's the perfect day of all. And knowing right here and right now that we just allow ourselves to be present wherever we may be, in our homes or wherever we may be, right here and right now. And I just give thanks for everyone that has a part in today's service, the beautiful music, the reading, and the message. And I know that the messenger is bringing us the perfect message for each of us, that we each get to choose from the message what resonates with us and how we can use that for ourselves, place it into our spiritual toolbox, and use it to empower ourselves and empower others. And with this empowerment and this knowing and this truth, I speak my word of blessing for each and every single one of us. I speak my word of blessing for those that can't be with us today. And I speak my word of blessing for those on our prayer list that may be joining us, and those that aren't joining us that I know are joining us in spirit or in energy. And I am so grateful to release and let go and know that the celebration is already begun. And so it is.
Today's a new day, but where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that was promised? You tell me it's alright. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower now. I smile, even though it hurts me, I smile.
new day, but there is no sunshine. Nothing but clouds, and it's dark in my heart, and it feels like a cold night. Today's a new day, but tell me where are my blue skies? Where is the love and the joy that was promised? And tell me it's alright. I almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower now. I smile, even though my mercy I smile. I know God's working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile, smile. It's so hard to look up when you're down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile. Smile for me. Can you just smile for me? Smile for me. Can you just smile for me? You look so much better when you. 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 You look so much better when you.
Look in the mirror.
You look so much better when you.
Always remember.
You look so much better when you smile. Almost gave up, but a power that I can't explain fell from heaven like a shower now. Right now, I smile. Even though it hurts me, I smile. I know God is working, so I smile. Even though I've been here for a while, I smile, smile. It's so hard to look up when you're down. Sure would hate to see you give up now. You look so much better when you smile, so smile. You look so much better when you.
New Orleans.
You look so much better when you.
Cleveland.
You look so much better when you. 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 You look so much better when you smile.
See, I just don't want you to be happy. And then you gotta have something happen then. I want you to have joy. Cause can't nobody take that from you. I see you. Bye.
Yeah, that's an acquired experience.
What comes from the heart reaches the heart. Good morning and welcome to our Heartstream for this Sunday, January the 28th. And I'm so glad that you have joined us for this Heartstream. It's always a pleasure to be able to begin this time greeting you. I thank all of you who watch us, whether it is during the Heartstream or watch it later. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please continue to share this message with others, to share the entire thing that we do as a part of our New Thought, Ancient Wisdom message that really is needed in times like these. And you can do your part by sharing it. You can also do your part by your gifts, your contributions to help us to continue. Thank you. During this time today, I know that we are gathered for those of us who are participating in the Dream Builders virtual event. We're getting ready for that. and excited for this last day, this final day on what this entire experience has to offer us. It's been a great time. I look forward to concluding it this evening with the lessons that we've learned. And as I've mentioned, that we're going to take some of the lessons and ideas that we gained with this, and then our last Sunday gatherings that we're going to do in this coming year, we will have that as our focus for helping us to continue to build on those things, continue to make those principles and the ideas that we learn reality for our lives. So it's not just a 3-day event and it's over with and done, but we'll have some things that will propel us forward, moving forward. So if you didn't have a chance to participate, don't worry, because we're going to be reinforcing the kinds of things that it is that we learn. I'd like to also say a special happy birthday to my mother, Mrs. Yvonne Gilmore, who on tomorrow will be celebrating her 90th birthday. And I know often they talk about not telling a woman's age, but I think that's a significant milestone. Happy birthday, Mama. I love you, and we're so glad to have you celebrating this milestone. I know she's watching, and I just appreciate all that you have done over these years. Enjoy your day. As always, I greet you, I bless you, I see God in you.
Our affirmation for the month of January. I expect more in 2024. I am open to new opportunities, joy, and abundance in the coming year. My thoughts create my reality, and I choose positivity, growth, and success. This year, I manifest my best life. I expect more in 2024. Amen, Ashe, and so it is.
Today is a day like no other day. Just think and you'll know that it's true. Days like today should be holidays. So I'm singing this message to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Just have a happy day.
Even cleans your plates. That's love.
Mastering your mindset is more than half the battle. It's the war. If you can begin to just simply become aware of your thoughts and then begin to affirm those thoughts that align with what you want, honey, a new life you shall have.
Let's take a minute and find out what's happening with Open Heart this week and in the weeks to come. Here are your announcements. At Open Heart, we believe in the power of affirmative prayer. Each and every individual and family you see represented here, we continue to pray for you. Our prayer team each morning remembers you, and we hold the space for you, as well as all of you who are a part of our Open Heart family. There are several ways to give to Open Heart: through our Cash App at OHSC901, online at OHSC901.com, or text the word GIVE to 615-422-4290. Begin or continue your day with prayer through our daily affirmative prayer call every morning at 8 a.m. Central Time, 901-586-8755. A special thanks to our prayer team, Gabriel Dixon, Judy Card, Carolyn Head, and Kristen Thayer, for leading us in prayer every morning at 8 a.m. Central Time. This team and the others who join us for the prayer call hold the space for each and every one of you. And our prayer call is every 365 days a year. We do not miss. Join us.
All right, we're going to take, this is really like the third take and a half.
3.5.
3.5. All right, we're starting back at the beginning.
All right.
All right.
It goes on without you, leaving you behind if you cannot stay in place. The world, well, it keeps on spinning. Can't stop it if you try to. This heart is danger, staring you in the face. Ooh, listen as your days unfold. Challenge what your future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. Lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up and be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, you got to be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Herald what your mama said, read the books your daddy read. Try to solve the puzzles in your own time. Some may have more cash than you, others take a different view. My, oh my, yeah. You gotta be bad, you gotta be bold, you gotta be wiser. You gotta be hard, you gotta be tough, got to be stronger. You gotta be cool, you gotta be calm, gotta stay together. All I know is love will save the day. Time asks no questions, it goes on without you, leaving you behind if you cannot stand the pace. The world keeps on spinning, can't stop it if you try to. This heart is danger, staring you in the face. Ooh, listen as your days unfold. Challenge what your future holds. Try to keep your head up to the sky. The lovers, they may cause you tears. Go ahead, release your fears. Stand up, be counted. Don't be ashamed to cry. No, you got
All right.
Congratulations. I've got some good news for you. Those were the words that the Reverend Jane Claypool back in 1965 heard an attorney say to her as she sat in the office, a widow for the second time. He went on to explain that her late husband had invested in some stocks and they were worth $260,000. And he said to her, you'll be able to not have to work for the rest of your life. Now, remember, this is 1965. But Jane Claypool goes on to tell the story that as she had that conversation with the attorney, she said to the attorney, she said, look, I understand what you're saying. My husband made $25,000 a year. I make $10,000 a year as a school teacher. I know that there is no way that he invested in something that yielded $260,000. I know that most of what he invested, he lost. And the money that we did make, we took trips on it. We did other things. So I don't know where that would come from. And he said, well, it's Canadian stock. And there is a currency rate, exchange rate that I'll figure out and everything. And I will let you know. She said, again, I know that there's no way. And the attorney tried to explain to her, well, there's some men who don't tell their wives everything. They keep things hidden. She said, but that wasn't my relationship with my husband. We talked about everything. I knew about everything. I knew about all of the things that he did. And there's no way that he had invested in something and yielded $260,000 without telling me. So the attorney said, just give me a few days and we'll get things worked out and I'll let you know. And so she said that as she left his office, she started to think, what if? And at the same time, she mentioned the fact that she had just started going to a religious science church, New Thought, Ancient Wisdom, religious science church, and she was still adjusting to the language and the new terms and the new thoughts that were a part of this experience. But there was one thing that she had really caught on to, and that was the idea how our thoughts can shape our experience, how our thoughts can really have an effect on how we experience life and how things manifest in our lives. And so she decided to do something with what she was learning. So she sat down and she thought to herself, well, what would I do if I really had $260,000? And it came to her, well, first thing is that her daughter liked the neighborhood that they lived in. She loved the school that they went to. She said, so I'd buy a house in this neighborhood. The next thing she thought about was the fact that she loved to travel, something she and her husband did a great deal. So she said, I would certainly use some of the money to travel. And then the next thing that she thought about was the fact that while she loved her teaching job, she really wanted to be a writer. So she would take some of that money and she would take time off from teaching and go back to school and take courses that will help her to become a better writer. And so she began this process. She says that 30 days, about to the exact day that she sat in the attorney's office, and he told her that she was going to get $260,000 from the investments of her husband. A letter came in the mail from the attorney that was very apologetic, where he said, I just want to let you know that while I thought it was $260,000 that you were going to get, I miscalculated the exchange rates and everything else, and it's really only $2,600. But she said that by that time, it didn't matter because there was also some insurance money that was a part of what her husband had left her. And she had taken that insurance money and she had put a down payment on a house. She also had used some so that she and her mother and her daughter could travel to Europe for 10 days. She also took some of the other money, enrolled in school, and took time off from teaching so she would have the opportunity to become the writer that she wanted to become. She said in that process, the 30-day process between being in the attorney's office and getting the letter, she had held the vision. And as a result, that she said by the time the money had almost run out, she had already published her first book. And she's gone on to publish over 80 books for teens and also become herself a religious science Center for Spiritual Living minister. But it was something that as I read her story and I contemplated on what it was that she was talking about in this particular experience was the fact that she said that she had held the vision for 30 days. And in that time, things began to unfold. In that time, things began to happen. In that time, the place where she finds herself to this present day, you can go look her up, was a result in large part due to the fact of that vision that she held. And as I thought about that vision that she held and the way that she did those things, I think about, when my mind went to, some of you may remember the film Field of Dreams with Kevin Costner that was a number of years ago about a man who was a farmer and there were some things that were happening with the farm. He had had a complicated relationship with his father, but one day walking through his cornfield, he heard a voice whisper to him, "If you build it, he will come. If you build it, he will come." And he heard that voice and he got the idea that out there in the middle of that cornfield, if he built a baseball diamond, a baseball field, then he would have some things would happen. Shoeless Joe Jackson, who was a hero, and many other players who were part of the Black Sox, as they called them at the time, would, just some things would happen there. But that continued voice, if you build it, he will come. And it took me to an idea that if you build it in consciousness, it will come. If you build it in consciousness, it will come. That's what Jane Claypool did. She built it in consciousness. And as I talk about and wrap up this month, talking about I expect more in 2024, and as you can recall last week, I talked about the power of expectation and how important that is, and how the law of expectation, when we put it out there, when we begin setting our goals and setting our course, and we put the power of expectancy behind it, knowing that the universe responds to our thoughts and responds to the kinds of things that it is that we place into it, that things begin happening. So I want to talk more today about how we build things in consciousness, how we build things in consciousness. And the first point that I'd like to make with all of this is to talk about the fact that when we are expressing the idea of building things in consciousness, that it's important to have a clear goal, a clear destination in mind. That's right, a clear goal, a clear destination in mind. And the fact of the matter, I think about this, that if you were to step on any airplane, commercial airplane or cruise ship, and you go to the cabin and you would ask the captain where this vessel is headed, where this airplane is headed, they would be able to tell you right away where it's headed. It has a clear destination. You would actually be a little bit worried if they told you they didn't know. So first point is having a clear destination, a clear object, a clear manifestation, a clear goal in mind. That's critically important to building it in consciousness. The next thing that I think that is very, very important, in addition to that, is write it down. I know that a lot of people will quote that scripture in Habakkuk that says, write it down, write the vision down, make it plain. And there is something to be said for writing things down. And I know people point to different studies about the efficacy of writing things down and what it does for us. But it is something. There is a connection that when we declare something and we decide upon something, and then we do it in a tangible way by writing it down. Some people might do vision boards or other kinds of activities such as that. But the other important thing is understanding is having a concrete and tangible way of depicting or demonstrating what it is that we wish to have expressed in our lives, to have manifest. The next step is one that I think is vitally, vitally important, and one that I really get excited about a lot of times. And that is that we use the technique, you've heard me talk about it from psycho-cybernetics, Maxwell Maltz, the idea of the theater of your mind. The theater of your mind. Once you have your destination or your purpose or your goal or your idea in place, and then you put it in a tangible form, then you take the opportunity to begin visualizing it in your mind. You begin using your imagination, as Neville calls it, our sacred imagination, our imagination, which is God, meaning the creative aspect and the creative force that can happen as a result of using our imagination. And so when we learn how to take those things, and remember with the theater of your mind, you are the director. You are also the actor. So taking time, 30 minutes a day, sitting down and seeing what it would be like if these things were to come true. Who would be involved? What kinds of things would you do? What kinds of things would happen? What kinds of things would you be talking about and saying as a result of those things happening? But playing it in the theater of your mind, imagining yourself sitting in a theater, watching on the movie screen, your life unfolding in the way in which you envision, your life happening based upon the goals that you have set in place, the theater of your mind, and how important that is for you. The next step would be to use affirmative prayer and affirmations to reinforce what it is that you are holding the vision for, what it is that you are putting out there, because that's vitally important as well. We can't just do it one time and then set it aside and expect things to happen. We have to spend time doing the work, reinforcing the idea, reinforcing the vision, keeping positive statements. Because again, remember when she was told that she had, at first, initially, she had $260,000, only to find out later that it was only $2,600. She still had within her the idea that I'm going to be able to do what it is that I need to do to make this dream, to make this vision, to make this direction in my life a reality. And she did what she needed to do to make that truly come forth. And so as we use affirmations, and remember affirmations are done in the positive about those things that we wish to see and have expressed in our lives. And affirmative prayer is really about anchoring the intention. It's really about taking even those affirmations and putting them into a form in which we recognize that God is all there is. And because God is all there is, and we have this creative universe that is always responding to us and is always open and available to the kinds of things that we are placing in the mind into the creative medium. And remember, I talked about last week the science of mind symbol, the creative process, the level of spirit, which is where our thoughts or our ideas come from. That is that realm. And then the midsection there, that is the place where the subconscious mind, both of the universe and our own subconscious minds, does the work. It's not our area. It's where we put things into it and then allow things to unfold. And then the third step, the manifestation. Some of you have heard ask, it is given, then allow. And it's the same process. It's important that we understand this. And I think a key to this also is that we understand that we are not making it happen. We are making it welcome. And as you see, again, the story that I use is that she set things up She did things as it came to her, because as you begin this process and you get into this process, you will get insights, you will get nudges, you will get things that will tell you and move you in the direction that you're going, will help you to correct your course if you get off course, when you remain open and available to those things. Because again, we are not making it happen, we are making it welcome. We are trusting in the power and the presence of the universe to make it happen. It is doing the work. We are the recipients of the work, and we're open and we're available to it all. When we understand these things, when we put these things in place, when we take the steps that are necessary to build it in consciousness, when you build it in consciousness, it will come. When we take the time to do these things in our lives, we can truly claim that we are expecting more in 2024. We are setting the stage. We are putting it in place. We're doing what it is that we need to do. We are open and available. We welcome it. We bring our arms wide open to embrace all that is happening, because we know that we are the manifestation of all that is, of the divine, of God. And it is working through us each and every day, even in this very moment, to bring it to pass. Amen, Ashe, and so it is.
Say thank you, thank you, thank you, 'cause I'm so grateful, oh grateful, I'm so grateful. So I want to say thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit, thank you for my friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. My wonderful, my wonderful, my wonderful friends. Now thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. This healing, this healing, this healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit, thank you for this day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. This beautiful, this beautiful, this beautiful day. I want to say thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. So grateful. say thank you. Thank you. 'Cause I'm so grateful, yeah. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I wanna just say thank you now. Just thank you now. 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 Each and every day I'm gonna say thank you.